Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Madden Elites and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with their opponents. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down, here's Brees. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Shifts by him. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. You waiting?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready? You waiting?
Breeze now on 1st down. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ready? You waiting?
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So we get a peek at the Madden Elites as they come out for their first drive. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
Brady going to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's got this down to the 35. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, wait, 20. Wait, 20.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Wait 20!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Go. Wait set. Wait 20. Yeah.
To throw on second down. Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Wait 20. Wait set.
From the gun, Brady. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Wait 20. Wait 20.
He'll get it up the middle and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. You waiting?
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Ready. United. Ready.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ready. You waiting?
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready. You waiting?
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Ready. You waiting?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the
Ready. We're waiting.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait, 20.
The give is to Bell. And an alley to run. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And Hill running right through it. And it's a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
So after the INT, it's Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A give to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. We're waiting.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Ready.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Brees. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up first and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Brees now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Wait, 20.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. This is Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Wait, 20.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
By 20! By 20!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
By 20! You 20!
Now Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
By 20! By 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
By 20! By
20! Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this results in 6. Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they're just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
By 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
White 20! White 20!
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time, a 9-play drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
To throw is Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 70 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
By 20.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Bree's going to throw. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Breeze will try again on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
on the other side of the field now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Breeze again. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Breeze. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Playing with a catch right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ginn.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. With it is Brown.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Brady now on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good move by Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now, what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Like 20.
Now Brady. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Like 20. Like 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be a touchdown. Julio Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 6-play drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Hey, you ready?
On play action, it's Brees. Going deep here for Bryant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 65 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
4 down. Ready? You ready?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get ready. Yellow waiting.
Brees now to throw. Now Brees lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Breeze now. This is caught by Ginn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Bell. Room here to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah, maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
By 20! By 20!
Here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On play action, now Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
By 20!
Play action, now it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he will have a touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 8 yards out. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead.
Well, these Madden Elites can breathe just a little bit easier now.
I don't think anybody expected this to be as close as it has been.
Yeah, especially not them. I think they expected to come in here and just lay it to them. But I think right now, they're just going to have a little tip of the cap to the other sideline.
Certainly, there's some respect that has been built up in this game. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bree's going to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Ready. We're waiting.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Let's go. Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They'll go again with Bell. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Allen has it, left side. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow 80.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. You ready? Do a shot.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And Gaines got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Ready. Yellow 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Smith catches left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Luke Kuechly in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
They'll try and run it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. to the ground, this time with Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The give is to Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to kick it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.